My name is Jimmy Lazinski, and I'm with Bleeding Cool.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, Jared, how are you doing today?
Bat hat. I love it.
All right. I want to say right out of the gate, I love your work, but we only have a couple minutes, so I'm gonna have to save the lathering up for another occasion. Um, I'd like to know if you could tell me how familiar you are with the original Isaac Asimov story.
I hadn't read it when I was pitched the show and read the first two episodes. After I signed on, I went and then read the books in chronological order, so that I was aware of all the story up to the point in time that I was then going to be inhabiting Harry.
Right on. And how would you describe, can you, without giving away too much, can you describe Harry's plan a little bit?
Yeah, Harry's plan is essentially there's an inevitable cataclysmic event that's going to come. It's essentially the empire is going to collapse upon itself, and it's going to take everybody down with it. And Harry's plan is that we have to prepare for this. It's unavoidable, but if we can give out the survivors the tools, they will be able to come out of it with um, the our history of the human story across all its multifaceted ways and different dimensions and cultures across the galaxy. That will all be maintained intact, and they will have the tools to survive. They won't start all the way back at the beginning at scratch with like flint, tools and thigh bones.
Hmm. Seems like something we should be working on currently. How, what aspects of Harry do you relate with the most?
Uh,
Are you a mathematician?
I'm not a mathematician at all, but I can fake it.
Right.
Uh,
Can act like one.
I'm interested in history. I'm a history buff. I'm obviously, as an actor, you become a kind of you have a pseudo layman's interest in psychology as well. Um, I think, and I think in another aspect as well. As actors, we're involved in some sense. We're involved in a very sort of integral, central position of all the projects we're in, but we're really outside of all of the kind of decision making processes, and you can see things happening that maybe shouldn't or could go a different way, and but you don't have a voice in that sense. And I think that part of that frustration is also true in Harry's case, which is they're not listening to him, they're not paying attention to the fact that they're not believing him, if you like. So um uh but obviously he has a lot bigger concerns than anything that I've ever dealt with.
Sure. Yeah. Um, would I remember on my way out the door, I want to ask you one more question, slightly unrelated to the show, if I could. When I was a young lad, I used to have to get up early in the morning to fight my brother for a spot on the couch so I could watch Saturday morning cartoons. But I had to get up even earlier to beat my parents to the kitchen so I could pour myself a big bowl of Saturday morning cereal. So, Jared, what was your favorite bowl of cereal and what cartoons did you like to watch?
Well, now see, we were in England. We had really dull cereal, just like cornflakes and wheat things. But when we went to America, Captain Crunch, Crunch Berry, Count Chocula, Boo Berry, all these things were just a wonderland for us. And cinnamon toast, all of those things were it was just a wonderland.
Right on. Yeah, you
And
could.
favorite cartoons, I have to say, I still love Tom and Jerry. Absolutely love Tom and Jerry, and Bugs Bunny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what I watch with my kids. Yeah. That's it. That's my time, buddy. I got to show myself the door. I want to thank you. Really looking forward to this show, and I'll see you on the other side.
Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.